Okay, hello everybody. And we should be at the beginning. Excuse me. Hi, I am Mr. Kevorkian, often referred to as Mr. K. I'm your student's AP World teacher. I'm real sorry that I couldn't be there in person this evening. Obviously, I came to work today. Um, I've progressively been feeling worse and worse as the day has gone on. I'm not going to make it to 8. So I'm making this video instead, but I am sorry that I can't meet you all. Really quickly, just a little bit about me before I get into what my class is like. Again, my name is Mr. Kevorkian or Mr. K. Let's see, this is my 8th year teaching. I'm new to MA, but this is my 8th year teaching. I've taught APUSH, AP Gov. Every year I've taught, actually, has been one of those classes as well as others. So new to MA, but not new to teaching, not new to AP teaching either. Yeah, I got my BA in politics from Santa Cruz. I got a master's in education from Stanford. It's a teacher degree. A little while back, and yeah, I'm very excited to be at MA this year. So, getting into it real quick, this is all about AP World. AP classes are equivalent to a college level history seminar. Covers a lot of history, about 800 years. Yeah, 800 years. And it covers the whole world. East Asia, Southeast Asia, Middle East, Africa, Europe, and the Americas. So it's a lot. Um, it is going a little bit into each area, though. So we're covering lots of places and lots of time, but we're not going too deep into any of them. This all ends at the end of the year, of course, with the AP exam, and getting a 3, 4, or 5 means you earn college credit. Threes are not accepted everywhere, but in many places. Cool. About standards-based grading. So my class does do standards-based grading. First of all, it's really important to note that the vast majority of assignments in my class are not graded. They're practice. That is, yeah, most of what we do every class. We do lectures and take notes. We do activities that have primary or secondary source documents to read, and again, the kids work in groups and they take notes. Um, and sometimes they're getting feedback on some of the skills that we're practicing, but the majority of the stuff we're doing is not graded. The stuff that is graded will all be related to a category of the AP exam. So the things that are graded will look like the multiple choice section on the AP exam, or the SAQ section on the AP exam, or the DBQ or the LQ, and so forth. There's one exception to that, which we'll talk about in a moment, but not yet. So we have, four. They can get a 4, 3, 2, or 1. And you'll see on the syllabus, and I'll show you where to find that in a moment. You'll see on the syllabus what that actually equates to in terms of percentage. But the big thing to note is that the class uses decaying average, and this means that assignments towards the end of the semester will be worth more than assignments at the beginning of the semester. So in other words, they're getting rewarded for having improved towards the end of the semester. So the stuff at the beginning counts for a little bit less. This is the exception that I was talking about. There will be a National History Day essay we'll start it in the middle of the semester and get towards the end, finish towards the end. Students will research a specific topic related to a theme. 2025 theme is rights and responsibilities, and the students will present their research in a project. It could be a documentary, exhibit, a paper, performance, a website, or a podcast. So there's lots of different ways that they can mediums that they can create to fulfill this assignment. And the students are going to complete this project locally. And this is actually, though, a national competition. So we do want to enter their assignments into a local competition, and from there, depending on who is successful, it goes up to various regional levels until nationally. So that's something that we'll do and encourage them to compete in, and that will be a graded assignment. It'll be worth 10% of their grade. So this is the only thing in the class that is not. This is the only thing in the class that is graded that is not directly aligned with the AP exam. Yeah, your students, they're doing great. Like I said, I've done APs every year I've taught. I'm on year 8. So I've seen a lot of classes start with AP, seen AP classes at the start of the year. And I'm very encouraged by how we're doing so far. But do encourage your student to ask for help, especially if they're kind of student who is not inclined to do so. I'm pretty available. I get here about 7:30, 7:40 each day. You're welcome to come in the morning. I'm available at brunch, lunch, period 7, which most of them don't have, class 4, and of course flex time when we get there. I think we'll start them next week, but obviously flex time. Yeah. Remind them too to expect progress, not perfection. Number 1, remember the decaying average. They're supposed to improve as the year goes on. And number 2, and I've said this to them, but encourage them to remember it. We're going to learn a lot of history over a lot of places in a relatively short period of time. They're not expected to memorize everything. They're expected to learn the skills. They're expected to understand the broad trends that are going on, and they are expected to memorize some of the facts so that they can use it to help them on the writing part of the AP exam. But they will be fine. So progress, not perfection. Same with time management. There is a lot of reading that they got to do at home. So far has been really good overall, but they do want to make sure to stay on top of that while they're at home. Cool. Yeah, that is all I have for today. Once again, I am sorry that I could not be there in person. There is my email. In case any of you want to reach out to me, you're more than welcome to. Be happy to respond. Yeah, thank you very much for listening. I hope to meet you.